Hello, everyone. I just said organic press smoothie, frozen one, so I can't really pronounce it properly. Hi, everyone. Hello. Today is Sunday afternoon after our church time. I would love to talk about, I thought about the topic, and my original intention was to release one episode this week, but my heart was led to share one more, and it is about two second series of principle. And also, I would love to talk about my fitness and well-being talk, which I haven't really covered for a long time. So, in terms of fitness, so last week was my really down time. So I only took like two classes, and my original plan was to finish October challenge with the gym community, but I couldn't finish it. Like my body was like, no, you need really do nothing, rest and recovery. So I listened to my body, and even while you're resting, like your brain is constantly like analyzing things. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm taking a rest. Like you, I'm talking to myself. Like I was talking to myself, like, you're supposed to rest and you're thinking of this, that, ideas, this, that, analyzing this, that. So, okay, knock it off. My, that was my like Friday night. And Saturday, I took one Pilates class. Actually, let me go back to my fitness history. Oh, actually, I lied. I took four classes. I took four classes. Oh, the week before. And the week before was it? Was it? I lied again. No, actually, no, I didn't lie. So October 21st to 26th was my really downtime. It was my October 30th, 20th. Yes. Yes. Actually, one, two, three. Oh, yeah, three classes. I took three classes last week. One, two, three. What I'm trying to say here is that, yeah, I couldn't finish my October challenge, which I really wanted to finish. And this is my very first time that I couldn't finish the challenge with the community, and I felt so not good. And it is what it is. And there's a season of life that, your very first priority is your A, A project. That means like I'm all in for a project. So yeah, gym session was not the very first priority, so I couldn't finish it. And I didn't feel good about it though, but my body refused it. So, and that's my fitness update. So when you're in your own fitness journey with a community, or like by yourself or with your friends and families, which I all respect, yeah, it can be. Some people, they're very consistent. It depends on one's personality. So the close friend of mine, that friend is really consistent. The timing is always the same routine. And another type of person like me, there's a training season. Like when I'm all in for fitness journey, like for example, early this year, I mean, for example, like February, I took 124 classes, March, 136 classes, something like that. So like when I'm in all in, like, yes, I'll be like smashing the goal. And March was very low. No, that was actually March. So March 136. So April was low, like 99 classes. May was like 43 classes. June was like 60 classes. So there's a rhythm for me. So there's different type of personality, different type of lifestyle, different type of um style, philosophy. It's all different. So you cannot really like generally saying that you got to be consistent. Yes, I am consistent. For example, for me, the definition of consistency is not exactly the same time every week or not exactly the same workout every day. It's more of a rhythm. There's a very good balanced rhythm, like up, 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 and down, slightly down, and down, 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 and going up, 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 up again. There's a rhythm because that's called training cycle, training blocks. So there's pros and cons, obviously, yes. And choose the fitness journey that works for you. And that works for me. And it is, I also call it as sustainable because, of course, every season is different. So you cannot predict your life, right? Even though you plan, it doesn't really roll out as planned. It's called life, and that really humbles us, right? So that's my tips and that's my journey that I wanted to share, which I haven't really shared my fitness journey for so long, I feel. And in terms of wellness talk, I've been incorporating intermittent fasting and also off intermittent fasting. And I try to find the balance that when I have certain like restriction or like limit and there's a boundary, then I also indulge myself too. For example, this week on Friday, we ordered food and we enjoy healthy food and also organic press. Like I love this smoothie. It's yeah, it has been my delight this week and life changer, game changer. And yeah, somehow because I was so into like I don't know, like snacks and candies, I that was like last week or the week before. So this week I didn't really feel or craving for those. And yeah, if you're craving for something sugary, alternate it with fruit. That's a better alternative, right? But if you want to have some like, gummies or candies, like in a reasonable portion, go for it. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. And in terms of principle, I thought about the principle. This is a second series, okay? So another principle that I want to mention is that we want to mention is the principle of I live and I make that intentional and mindful choices and decisions around these two principles as well. So one is valuing others above myself. Number two is thinking of other people's best interest. And this is not this is not my philosophy, but this is written in the Bible, and this is a principle that I've been pondered and chewed on for so long. And yeah, I've decided to make that intentional choices and also in make that mindful choices around this area because somehow I feel that God was telling me, Natalie, it's not the life that you're living for you. Of course, I need to take care of my body and mind and knowledge so that I can really share it with others. But at the same time, ultimately, for me, that nourishing investment in and investment in and taking care of myself and my body and my knowledge and everything, every pillar of well-being is because to give it back, because investment in, and also why, because first you need to be invested in so that you can share it with others, right? There's a business term, GIGO, right? Garbage in, garbage out. Like if you, yeah, if you consume or if you talk negative things or like use profanities or like saying bad about others, gossiping, if there's like garbage in and of course there's garbage out, and those are all yeah, GIGO. So this comes down to also principle as well, because does your word reflect God's character? Does your word and behavior, how you talk, how you use your tongue, does it really reflect God's characteristics? That's another principle that I live by as well. And obviously, yes, it's your choice. At the end of the day, I'm not the judge, but if that's your principle, with all due respect, and that's your personal brand, and does it please God? Does it please God? Does it please God? Ask yourself, does it please God? And those are three key principles that I wanted to really highlight. And I hope that you have some time to think of how you choose your language, how you choose your words, and how that affects other people and how that influences others. And is it a positive influence? Is it a positive impact on other people? You got to ask yourself. And does that reflect your personal brand? Or is your personal brand something else? And because we are grown up and adults, it comes down to everyone's decision and choices, and the Bible verses that I want to share in terms of that word choices is Matthew chapter 15, verse 11. Listen and understand. What goes into a man's mouth does not make him unclean, but what comes out of his mouth, that is what makes him unclean. So what comes out of your tongue and your mouth, that determines whether it's pleasing God or not, whether it's clean or unclean. So food for thought, and I want to challenge yourself to think whether that really reflects your personal brand or not, and how do you live your life, and what's your decision making, and what's your choices rely on. Ultimately, it's up to you, and I wanted to share that with you because my heart was drawn to share that with you. And thank you so much for following this journey. If you like this episode, please click the like button, and thanks. And excuse my doggy's barking sound in the background. And we love you. You're the blessing to your neighbor. And if you like this episode, click like the button. Please click the like button and follow us on Instagram at fitwell.to. Thank you.